walls and all this. Read.
The walls cover me, and nobody sees me.
And you think the Most High God doesn't see what's going on, but the Most High God does see what's going on here. Read.
What need I to fear?
And then in your mind you'll say, I don't need to fear God. And you guys will even say there is no God. That's why you have these agnostic people and these atheists, because they don't believe there is a God. And he's showing you every day that there is a God. Read.
The Most High will not remember my sins.
And then in your heart and your mind, you'll say, he's not going to remember the stuff I've done here. He's not going to remember my sins. This is what he trieth the reins and the heart. He knows all about it. He knows what everybody's thinking. Read. Go ahead. Read on.
Such a man only fears the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun.
See, the eyes of the Lord is 10,000 times brighter than the sun. What can we do for you? A cash out. We're not out for money. We're not out. We don't have a collection plate, but we just come out to preach the gospel. That's what we come out to do, to bring the truth out of the Bible. That's what we're out here for. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, I don't know why they don't see the writings on the wall with all the things going on. I don't get it. But I guess the Most High will make it clear when they hear it. Then they should get some clarity when they hear what he's saying. Because a lot of the pastors, they're not going to bring this out. They're not, because they're under that 501c3. You know that. So they got to keep the collection plate going. So they're not going to bring it out like this. Yep. What is that? Go ahead if you want it. Well, no, we don't need, we're not hungry. We rather, I mean, if you have a donation, we could buy Bibles. I mean, we do need money for certain things. We're not out to ask for money. You just go to Awaken Israelite. Awaken Israelite. You can see our videos on there. We don't actually have a cash app because we never actually did it for money. But if people come up and give something, we're not asking for it. It's their choice. That on the Sabbath. This is the Sabbath. We come out on the Sabbath. Yeah, but we're not out. We're not doing this for money. We're just doing this for the Most High. It's not about money. He wasn't about money. Go ahead, Isaiah. All right.
Such a man only fears the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun.
See, the eyes of the Lord is 10,000 times brighter than the sun. See, this is what the problem is. A lot of people think that they're not being seen on all these things that they're doing, how they're transgressing against the Most High God. But he sees what's going on this planet. Read on.
Beholding all the ways of men.
And he's beholding all the ways of men. He's beholding everything that's going on here. He sees when the cops are gunning our people down, unarmed every day. Those cops are not going to get a pass. They may say not guilty in the courtroom, but they're not getting a pass from the Most High God. He's coming after all his adversaries. This is what he said himself, and that's a guarantee. You're not going to escape. Read.
And considering the most secret parts, he knew all things ere ever they were created.
See, he knew all things before they were created, because he was the one that created the heavens and the earth. He knew all things. Read.
So also, after they were perfected, he looked upon them all.
See, after they were perfected, he's been looking upon them all. He watches this. His eyes is on the sparrows, and he watches over us. He sees all and he knows all. Read. Go to, go.
2 Samuel 4, verse 11, how much more when wicked men have slain a righteous person in his own house upon his bed, shall I not therefore now require his blood of your hand?
See, anybody that's wicked going around slaying righteous people on the earth, the Most High God is going to require that blood on your hands. See, you're not going to escape the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Nobody. See, everybody in the world is finding out who he is now. This is who's sending all these floods. This is who's sending the tornadoes. This is who's sending those tsunamis, those earthquakes, the fires. This is the Most High God that's doing all of it. So nobody's going to escape. Go to Thessalonians, when they think.
1 Thessalonians 5, verse 2, for yourselves know perfectly
Yep.
For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
See, the day of the Lord is coming like a thief in the night. He's not going to announce when he's coming to pay you that visitation. He's not going to tell anybody when he's coming to take care of them. He's not going to tell you this and set up an interview with you or set up an appointment. Read.
For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
Because see, when you're thinking everything is just so serene and peaceful, when you say peace and safety, then he said sudden destruction is coming upon them. Read.
As travail upon a woman with child.
And everybody knows how it is when a woman's water breaks. Everybody gets that when a woman's water breaks. They know how that is when her water breaks and the baby comes forth. And you can't stop that baby from coming forth. Read.
And they shall not escape.
The Most High God said the wicked people, they're not going to escape. Nobody that's wicked is going to escape from the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Nobody's going to escape. Read. Go ahead.
But ye brethren are now in darkness, that the day, that day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are all children of light.
See, we're not in that darkness like a lot of people are doing in this society, walking around in this darkness. Like David said, they walk on in darkness. He said the whole foundation of the earth is out of course. Read.
And the children of the day, we are not of the night, nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober.
And that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep watch, and we're going to keep praying, and we're going to keep doing what the Most High God told us to do. He told us to go out to the highways and to the byways, and he said, as many as you find, bid them to the marriage. So we're going to keep doing this. I know a lot of people don't like when we come out here and bring out this truth, but Christ actually commanded us to do this. This was a commandment from the foundation of the world. Read.
Romans 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
See, it's high time for people to awake out of this sleep state that they're in. A lot of people, they're walking around, but you're spiritually dead. That's why they have that show, The Walking Dead. And it's not people that look like zombies. A zombie is just an ignorant person that doesn't know anything. That's what a zombie is. So there's a lot of people that's just spiritually dead walking around because they don't know Christ. Read.
For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
And see, our salvation is nearer than when we first believed. A lot of people say, oh, they've been saying that Christ is coming for years. They've been saying, this is what people will say in their mind, which is the heart. Oh, they've been saying that he's coming back for years, but he is coming back. But see, a lot of people, you're going to be caught off guard. He's going to catch you like a thief. Read.
The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light.
And this is what we've done. We've cast off the works of darkness. We've stopped doing all these pagan days. We honor the Sabbath. He said to remember the Sabbath and keep it holy. We quit doing all this stuff that this society is pushing because he gave us laws, statutes, and commandments to follow from the foundation, which you guys don't want to teach our people in your school systems. All you want to teach them is nothing but lies. Read.
And let us put on the armor of light.
So we put on the armor of light because Christ is the light of the world. He says anyone that follows me shall not walk in darkness, but have the light of light. Read.
Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantingness, not in strife and envy.
And we're not going to envy what no one here has. He says, that's why Paul said, I have coveted no man's silver and no man's apparel. Whatever we need, we go to the Most High God to give us what we need. Not unlike you guys, stealing everybody's resources all over the world. This is how you got all this wealth. This was all given to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. This was ours from the foundation of the world. It's coming back to the rightful owners. It's just a matter of time before the Most High God takes care of all of his adversaries here. Read.
Psalm 13, verse 1. How long wilt thou forget me, O Lord?
Now he's asking he's calling out to his people. How long will you forget me? How long? He's asking. The Most High God is saying, how long are you guys going to forget him? How long are you going to continue doing all this wickedness? How long until you come back to the law, statutes, and commandments? How long is it going to be? Is he going to have to take you out of here? Is that what he's going to have to do to get your attention? Because that's what he's going to do to the wicked. Read.
Forever.
Is it going to be forever? He asked. He's asking the question. How long are you guys going to forget him? Forever? Read.
How long wilt thou hide thy face from me?
He's asking the question. How long are you going to hide your face from the Most High God? How long are you guys going to do it? He's asking his, now this is to the Israelites. He's asking his people. How long are you going to forget him? Read.
Proverbs 6 verse 9. How long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard?
And how long are you going to stay in this sleep state, oh sluggard? Because that's what people are. They're spiritually dead, and they're in that sleep state. This is why Christ said, awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and Christ will give thee light. Read.
When wilt thou arise out of thy sleep?
And that brother going into Walmart, he doesn't even know if his dad's a so-called black man. He's an Israelite. He doesn't even probably know that he's supposed to be keeping God's laws, statutes, and commandments.